Zigaretten die Verbrennung der Amerikaner.
What is up, my sexy mates of YouTube? My name is Aussie Marcel, and in today's video I'm going to be unboxing and sharing my first impressions of Scotch and Soda for him. But before I do that, I just wanted to share some additional thoughts on Zadig and Voltaire's Just Rock. I've got to say, the performance for this one is pretty solid. Not quite as good as the original, but it's still a 12-hour plus set. I put this on early in the morning yesterday. I worked all throughout the day, and by the end of the day, in the late afternoon, I could still smell this one very strongly. Projection is very impressive, just as good as the original. Though it doesn't perform quite as well as Zadig and Voltaire's This Is Him, it's still a really powerful scent, and it's pretty much just as sexy, just in a slightly dirtier, different way. This one has more of a woody vibe, it's got more musk, it's a little dirtier, and there's less of a smoky facet, although there is still definitely some smoke in here. It's just not quite as prominent as in This Is Him. And also the vanilla note is toned down a notch. Imagine Zadig and Voltaire's This Is Him and replace the vanilla note in that with patchouli, and then you've got a pretty good idea of how this one smells. So yeah, for $70 Australian, this is an easy recommendation, and it's probably going to be in my top 5 fragrances of all time. It's just an incredible scent, and the design, man, next level, at least to my taste. So yeah, back to Scotch and Soda. Haven't smelt this one before. Packaging is pretty decent. Cellophane feels quite cheap though, so that's not necessarily an indication of the quality of the fragrance, but generally when you're paying more for a fragrance, you expect better with the presentation and the packaging and the overall construction. I think this was on sale and it was $69 Australian. So yeah, just remove the cellophane. The packaging is lightly embossed up the top with the Scotch and Soda branding. You should be able to see that on camera. Yeah, overall it's pretty attractive, minimalist, black, some gold. I kept trying to find the tab to open the box, but it's actually sort of like a Nasomato fragrance. Nasomato? Yeah. I like the design. Big fan of the design. $70 for 40 ml of fragrance isn't the best value, but that's all that they really had there. So, the bottle, I like the design, although it feels a little flimsy, so that's disappointing, but the overall presentation is nice. I like it. So let's have a crack. Atomizer is not too bad, but again, that flimsy cap is just terrible. Definitely masculine. Vanilla, I get just a hint of incense and smoke. I get amber. It reminds me of Dupe Homme Absolute, the vanilla incense fragrance that Dupe has. It's like a slightly lighter version of that with more amber. It also reminds me a little bit of glue as well. I don't know what kind of glue, but it's just got this like glue vibe to it. I think it smells pretty good, don't get me wrong. It's definitely, I definitely like it more than I dislike it, but I don't know, man. Can you hear that? It's flimsy. It's flimsy as, man. I really dislike that. The fragrance itself though, which is the most important part, smells pretty decent. I do like it. There's a slight muskiness, and it's not a clean musk either. I get amber, incense, vanilla, smoke. It actually smells somewhat similar to Zadig and Voltaire's Just Rock, and I'm not just saying that because I'm wearing it. There's something about it that it shares this similarity to it. There's also like this very light, herbaceous note in the background that's just peeking through. I do like the way this one smells, definitely. I've got a feeling that the performance is going to be weak though. Don't ask me why. It's just the combination of the notes and, you know, the overall. It's just miserable, man. Where's the quality control? But the fragrance itself smells good. $70 for 40 ml though. Yeah, not the best value there. But if the only thing you care about is the way something smells, I would recommend checking this one out on a tester strip. I can't comment on the performance just yet, but maybe it's going to be up your alley. I mean, a fragrance like this is definitely up my alley. So Scotch and Soda For Him. I look forward to giving this a more thorough review in time. The fragrance itself does smell nice. There are elements of the presentation that I really like, but there is like a slight quality control thing here that I dislike. Yeah, if you've ever worn Scotch and Soda For Men before, let me know in the comments below. I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say. And until the next video, my name is Aussie Marcel, and I'll catch you guys around.